Is that a pretty physical game? One of the more physical ones you've been in this year?
Yeah, in the first half it started out pretty physical. Then in the second half, when they started, calling a bit more fouls, and it started it started to decrease a little bit.
Freddie, are you guys tired with your the free throws? Is that what that is?
I really can't put a. I probably have to sit down, probably think about that for a second. But I think it's just something that we need to focus on. Like anything, it's a clear area that we need to improve on. Free throws are important, and the good thing about our team is that we have good work ethic. So I was talking about Jared that we probably should come in and have like a free throw day on one of our off days. Just come in and just just circle around and do free throws as a team. So, but we'll improve in that area and we'll figure it out.
Did you try to get rid of that rebound as quickly as you could because you felt?
Yeah, I had a lapse. I was like, man, I'm just missing, and then that was definitely a poor decision because it was a risky pass, but I should have probably trusted myself. But something I won't do again. Learn from it, but yeah.
Hey, so you seem to be in a really good groove lately. What's going to happen with that for you to kind of get in that?
My teammates just talking to me, telling me to shoot the ball, just keeping me uplifted when I was going through what people would call a slump, but just keeping me uplifted and just staying in the gym, just believing in myself, teammates believing in me, and that helps a lot.
Did you ever feel like it was a slump?
No, I felt like every shot was going in, and I would look after somebody told me I was 12 or 45 over a stretch, and it felt like I was honestly like 21 or 45. So I honestly didn't know, but it felt good coming off my end. So
you hit, as bad as y'all shot free throws, you hit the two big ones when it was like a 2-point game with 14. Did you go up there just with confidence at that point?
Yeah, I heard Coach Drew right before I stepped to the line. He told me, knock these down. That's what you do. It was dead silent. I heard him. And I was like, that type of stuff right there, that gives you a lot of confidence. You got Coach Drew, the head coach, been coaching here for 35 years. And, yeah, that helps out a lot. So,
How weird was that? I mean, you just seemed like you stayed at the line there.
It wasn't weird for me. It was like I was in the gym with Rem, and he was rebounding for me right underneath the basket. I tried to shoot him and make him all net, and so it just felt like I was in the gym getting up practice shots. It was quiet around, so it felt great.
What does Oklahoma State do? Y'all have had two really tough games with them. What do they do in their matchups or their techniques that makes the game so tough with y'all?
They have good players. I mean, their record is not an indicator of how good of a team they are. And I stand by that until being in the conference. I mean, when I play against them, I think this is the first time I think I had more than 4 rebounds against them. I mean, they play hard, they're physical, and Lindy Waters, they're a senior team. They got Lindy Waters, Cameron McGriff, who's the other one? Zagua, all those dudes, Yornay, they play hard, and they definitely have chemistry, and they get into a groove. So I think that's what makes them a tough opponent for us.
Freddie, how do you find that balance when obviously the fouls are, it's obvious the guys are calling, the refs are calling a lot of fouls. I mean, how do you find that balance between, still being aggressive but not overly aggressive because you don't want to foul out?
Yeah, I think that's the fun thing about basketball is that it forces you to that you have to really find that balance as part of the sport. But I think the biggest thing is you just play smart. I mean, so that okay, you just like show your hands, and if you're certain you can get it, then you go get it. If you're not, if there's a little uncertainty, where when you don't have fouls, you might gamble, but when you're in foul trouble, then you just play solid.
Freddie, you have a quick turnaround against Texas. What did you see from them the first time? It seems like they're playing better now than they were before.
Yeah, like with any team, when you play a team twice, like we do in the Big 12, the second team you play is a different team than the first time you play them. So they've definitely gotten better. They've got some solid wins. I mean, and Jericho Sims, I think he's underrated as one of the big men in this conference. He's really improved his game, and every game is getting better. And then those guards, you can see. I mean, Andrew Jones is stepping up. I saw him today. I got to watch a little bit of the first half against Tech today when they were playing, and they were just all locked in, and they were just all in the same flow, same rhythm. So they're turning into a pretty skilled and talented team.
Freddie, this was one of the more physical games you guys have played in the last couple of weeks. Does that prepare you guys a little more to go on the road in 2 days?
Yeah, I think, when people look at how we're rebounding, and I think when they look at our size, we have a lot of guards, like smaller guards. They're like, oh, we can go in and try and push around and bully them. And it seems like, I don't know if it's true, but it seems like as we get further down the conference, less and less fouls going to get called. But I mean, with anything, yeah, this is a tough game. So it'll prepare us for a physical Texas team, and again, like down the stretch, physicality increases. So it's something that we expect.
MaCio, what does it mean? I know you have much bigger goals as a team. What does it mean to be the #1 ranked team in the country as far as the pride of that right now?
I would just say that we get every team's best shot, and we just try to embrace that, and we know that'll help us out in the long run. So I feel like, meaning for us in the locker room, it feels good and everything to be ranked #1. We don't really think about it too much because that's when you get complacent, but we know that we're getting everybody's best shot. So we're just trying to stay locked in, night out, and go 1-0 throughout the day.
You guys both started your career elsewhere. There's several guys on the team that have done that. Can you describe just what it's been like to come here and kind of get a second opportunity? And, I mean, it's obviously been a special season for you guys.
You want to take that? I feel like you're pretty good at answering that question.
We're just pretty grateful. I feel like that's the thing. Everybody's grateful for getting a second chance. Day, he didn't play too much when he was at Auburn. Jared, he came here, and now he's, Jared Butler, he's on the top 10 point guards in college basketball. My coach left, and I'm getting a pretty good opportunity. Devontae Bandu transferred up from JUCO. Freddie Gillespie transferred from D3. So we're just all grateful for the opportunity that we've been given, and we're thankful for everybody that comes out, supports us, the coaches for believing in us, and that's pretty much it. We thank God for giving us this opportunity.
Just to add on to that, and I think it probably shows in that one, we always feel like we have something to prove, no matter how high or what people say, whether like positive or negative criticism. I think a lot of us maybe felt overlooked at one point or another in our basketball career. So we always feel like we have something to prove, and we're always in the gym and always keep our work ethic up.
Do you still play with a chip on your shoulder?
Definitely. Yeah, we always do. I don't know. I think it's just now. I think now it's just Coach Drew always calls like the blue collar mentality. But also, I mean, we're just competitors at the end of the day. I mean, our practices are competitive. We had this little like 5-on-5 thing we were doing before. We were going back and forth, up and down. Like it was like an in-game situation, and you would have thought we were playing like it was March Madness, Sweet 16, like season on the line. So that's kind of what we carry into in all our games.
Yeah, we lost. My team ended up losing, and Davion was ready to fight.
Oh yeah, Davion was sick to his stomach.
His teammates, he was ready to fight.
Jared was like, man, that hurts, man. That really hurts. He's like, yeah. I would have thought our season ended right there.
Anything else? Freddie, just with you having played here before this season, can you put your finger on anything that's just different about this particular group compared to maybe last year?
Something I spoke on, I think, at one point. I can't remember. I saw us to mesh together, but like I said this before, but I mean, it's definitely the guys. I mean, they're really like high character, and we share similar values, and their work ethic is. I mean, I know we say it all the time, but I mean, if you guys were here during the week, I mean, you might be like, when do you guys sleep? Because it just works so hard, and that's probably one of the reasons why I play really hard, because I feel like just to not even go out there and give 100% would just disrespect the work that they put in, and I think they feel the same way. And when you see guys putting in work like that, you care more, and you care about them more, and you want to play harder for them.